Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. On this 03.19.2025. Current time is 0602 a.m. Eastern Time. Hello, good morning. I do have the morning coffee. I forgot to give grace to, thanks to the man upstairs. Thank you, my friend. And we have the morning coffee right there, folks. Yes, yes. There it is. There it is at 3:57. Running a little late on the the pick there. We don't have Facebook. I forgot to toggle it in Rumble Studios, folks. So that's what I was busy posting up the hot link to it. So good morning. Oh wow, we got an active chat already this morning. Holy criminy. Good morning, folks. Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Rumble Studios, broadcasting into Rumble Locals, YouTube, Twitch, and X Live. I was getting ready to. I'm waiting. I forgot to toggle it. We'll get Facebook, but Facebook is up. We have a hot link there, so they can click it and they can come into the broad. There's like was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots that I throw out. I drop a hot link. Well, usually it's 4. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, no 5, no 6 places. So I got, because I have to drop an extra one. I drop them because these are the other platforms. I drop one in Truth Social, Parler, Locals. No, did I drop one in Locals? No, I didn't drop one in Locals because we're broadcasting in Locals. I shouldn't have to. I can cancel that because abandoned changes. Let's see, because I should be already broadcasting, but we're here on this Wednesday, here in the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside this morning. And yeah, okay, yeah, we are broadcasting on Locals. So it's was it Truth Social, Parler, and there's 3. So it's five links we dropped. Usually it's it's normally 5, or 4. So but I'm Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich, by the way. I'm on time, but we still had a little oops there. And glad to be here this morning and on the Rumble Studios. And we have our Jersey girl, Tina, is here from Twitch in the chat. Good morning. And we have Tim Fan 40. Yo, yo, yo. We're talking to you last night when we were gaming last night on Lotro, Lord of the Rings Online. Good morning, Tim Fan 40, coming in from Michigan. And then Tony D, salute to you, my brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster. And good morning to the missus. She's not doing too well. She's a little under the weather this morning, but she's battling it like a real trooper there. Good morning to you, Tony. And the missus says good morning, and everybody else is they're saying good morning to each other. So and Tina's saying good morning to Tim Fanforty. Tony's saying good morning to Tina, and Tina says good morning also. And Tina, she says good morning. Oh, she's out in the living room watching the news there. So, but we're off and going. We got the morning coffee here, and I was thinking, is there a way to bring Facebook up after I'm already gone live? But I guess there isn't. So the things you learn. We're getting a little more proficient. At least we were remembering, and we just forget it. And it gives you before you go live. It's right there. Do you want? Are you sure you got everything set as far as your setup? Coffee. Excuse me. Coffee's tasting mighty fine this morning. But it is Wednesday, hump day. We're working towards the weekend. We're halfway through the week. And on this March 19th, 2025, last day of winter. And though the last several days does not feel like winter, the robins are out there bopping around along with the other birds. And robins are a sign of spring. The red-winged blackbirds are out there also, so it's another bird of the springtime, and it will be spring tomorrow. So today is our last day of winter. Thank God we made it. Just like a long, long week. We'll get through the week here, folks, as we're working towards the weekend, and things are going pretty good here in the southern tier of upstate New York. Decent weather. I had the solar panels out yesterday. That's how nice it was. There's so much sun out there. It's just like I got to get the solar panels. And looking at my my solar panel log, I keep a log of when I put it out there. The top, the measurements as far as the voltage that's on the 125 amp deep cell battery, and it's sort of an additional backup to the generator we have, so we can plug lights in. We can plug like 4 or 5 lights, and it lights up the house for at least a good 8 to maybe even 15 hours, depending on the bulb. The bulb, if it's a low amperage bulb, they can last for a while. I did the math on that, but it's just something I do. But I hadn't put out the solar panel since last June. I'm looking at that and I'm like, whoa, that's a long time. So they were out there for a good 8 hours soaking up the sun and topping off that battery that hasn't been touched since last June. So, but I probably could have still used it on the light. So it can sit for a while. It's still good. So it was a gorgeous day yesterday. Pleasant, helped the missus feel a little bit better. But then she crapped out last night after dinner a little bit. It's just like, the fresh air felt good for her and stuff like that, sitting out in the back. And so we're in the springtime as far as that goes. So that's good. And it was some good weather yesterday. Very sunny and bright. We actually had a couple more minutes of daylight because it was more daylight now than dark time. It was like an extra 2 minutes. We had 8 hours and 3 minutes extra of daylight. So that's a good thing. Okay, let's see here. We got an ad break starting in 5 seconds, folks. 5 seconds. We're going to start with the weather here in the southern tier of upstate New York, where it's currently, it's still winter. So we got to have that 32 degrees Fahrenheit, which is the big zero. The big zero as far as that goes. Zero as far as that goes. And 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Or no, 0 degrees Celsius, but 32 degrees Fahrenheit. I can get them mixed up here. So last day of winter, it's at 30. I don't know. Compared to the 20s, when we're down in the 20s, that's when it gets cold. That's when I start feeling it. And when it's in the low 20s and teens with that wind chill, that's icebox cold. So I'm not going to miss that. Not going to miss it at all. So, but we have 32 degrees Fahrenheit, 0 degrees Celsius, And for the weather for today, what do we have? Oh God, I love that temperature. Wow, that's going to be it'll be the hottest day of the year so far. Partly cloudy today, but high is 73 degrees Fahrenheit. We're in the 70s, folks. Yes, spring is here. 73 degrees Fahrenheit. That's going to be really good. And winds out of the south at 10 to 20 miles an hour, just a tad. Looks like we're going to have sun most of the day. I might, I didn't, I just put the solar panels away in the garage. They have detachable legs, so I had left the legs on. So I might stick them out this morning again, just for kicks and giggles. I got to do I got to do a meter check on the battery to see if it warrants it. If it's up close to full, I won't, because you don't want to overcharge your battery and stuff like that. So, but for the most part, it's going to be sunny, and then some clouds coming in, and it's going to be very cloudy after 6 o'clock. So, but it's going to be in the 70s, folks. It's going to be in the 70s. The sun will be rising this morning at 7:11 a.m., which is in exactly 1 hour. It's 6:11 right now, currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York. In upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside. It's 1 hour, the sun will be rising, and then it will be setting at 7:17 p.m. So that's 6 extra minutes of daylight that we're getting. We're picking up some extra minutes. So that's cool. That is good. World times and temperature as I speak, starting in Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:12 a.m. Cloudy skies, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona at 3:12 a.m. in their early morning, and 12:12 for Honolulu. They're just coming into today. But in Phoenix, Arizona, clear skies in Phoenix, and 55 degrees Fahrenheit in Chicago City, the city of Chicago, Windy City, clear skies, 43 degrees Fahrenheit at 5:12 a.m. at their time. Down in New York City, the jungle, the concrete jungle, at 6:12 a.m. At 6:12 a.m. here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York, clear skies, 43 degrees Fahrenheit. And we have some temperatures in the chat here. Let's see. We have, Tina in New Jersey, our Jersey girl. She is saying that it's 61 right now in New Jersey. Wow, that's warm. You got all the warmth. That's where it is. It's down in Jersey. 40 degrees for the low. Or no, 61 is going to be the high for today. Or no, I don't read that. 61 is for the high. There's currently 61, 40 for the low. We'll leave it at that in New Jersey. And then Tony down there in Warner Robins, Georgia, he's saying it's 45 degrees Fahrenheit right now, 78 for the high, and 44 for the low. Clear skies down there in Warner Robins, Georgia. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Tony. Greatly appreciate that. We're going across the pond to Cork, Ireland, and Cork, Ireland at 10:14 a.m. Cloudy skies with little sun peeking through, 48 degrees Fahrenheit. Milan, Italia at 11:14 a.m. Sunny and clear, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Skipping over to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia at 6:14 p.m. Kuala Lumpur is sunny and clear, 88 degrees Fahrenheit. And Tokyo, Japan at 7:14 p.m. Clear skies. That doesn't sound good. Clear skies and cool in Tokyo, Japan at 7:14, 46 degrees Fahrenheit. And down under on the great continent of Australia, great country and friend and ally to the United States, in Melbourne, Australia at 9:14 p.m. Clear skies, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. But in Sydney at 9:15 p.m. in their evening, also cloudy skies with some clearing a little bit, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. And those are our world times and temperatures as I speak. So I did mention that, let's get to the thought for the day. It's a good thought for the day. From very, this this guy everybody should know as far as for our thought for the day. He's no longer with us, but God bless him. He's a great guy. Um, Great words of wisdom from this gentleman that we got a quote for or a thought for the day. And that individual is Mr. Paul Harvey. Remember Paul Harvey? Paul Harvey, a great American broadcaster. Paul Harvey was an American radio broadcaster for ABC News Radio. He broadcast news and commented on morning and midday on weekdays and noon on Saturdays, and is also famous for the rest of the story. Remember that? God, I missed that. I used to listen to him in the afternoon when I was when I used to work and stuff. I get in I would listen to him. He's always a good listen. The segment, the rest of the story was from 1951 to 2008. Program reached as many as 24 million per week. And after he passed away, Dan Bongino took over his spot here. Was shortly after 2008, I believe, in the afternoon AM radio. And I do listen to AM radio still. And but Don Bongino, he did pass away, but he got a new position. He's going to be deputy director of the FBI. But he's got some other people filling in for him. So I don't know if they're going to keep that afternoon slot, but he's got a good crew. But Paul Harvey, God bless him. He's a great guy. His quote in our thought for the day, and it is a good one. Now, listen to this one. It's times like these, it helps to recall that there have always been times like these. What's he saying? Let me read it again. It's times like these, it helps to recall that there have always been times like these. So what's the meaning of that? What's he meaning? Well, Paul Harvey's suggestion suggests that difficult and challenging periods are natural parts of life and history. And remember this, we can find perspective and resilience as we go through life. That's a great Paul Harvey. And, the saying, as far as it goes, it's times like these. And what do we happen? You got opposite sides of the coins. One say yay, one is crying, right? It's a flip side. I'm talking about the political side, okay? The Republicans taking control of everything and doing stuff. And you got the Democrats complaining, imploding, and they have no message. And they need to get a message, or else they're going to just be wandering around out there. Because who wants to listen to a crybaby, right? Because that's what the Republicans were until they got their act together, with talking for the people. And the Democrats, let's face it, they used to be for the people. They never were for the people. They were for themselves, for Christ's sakes. It's obvious. They're just, they're everything that Elon Musk is doing with Doge, Clinton, Obama, even President Bush, they say, oh, we got to protect the boy. Even Biden, the same thing. He was saying the same thing, but they didn't actually put it into practice. Now President Trump is doing it by selecting Elon Musk to do it. And now everybody has a cow about it and stuff like that. So, but it's in times like these, it helps to recall that there have always been times like these. So, you look at those past presidents. The only difference is this president has someone that's actually doing the job and cutting wastes. And I heard eggs are going down too. That supposedly they went down 30 to 40% here in the last week, and gas is coming down. So, and we're looking at peace in Ukraine. So we're moving in the right direction until it craps out again. Oh, okay. So Paul Harvey's quote, thank you. Got a lot out of that one. That's a good one, Paul Harvey. Thank you, sir. God bless and Godspeed to Mr. Paul Harvey, a great American broadcaster. God, that guy, I would love to have met that guy. Jeez, I love listening. I listen to some, I have recordings of some of his old bits. I think this one I put up on the old Audio Boo platform about the farmer. God, he had some good insights. He had some great, very simple, common sense insights as far as that goes. Let's see, our national day for today. What do I got an extra tab there? Okay. Let's see, our national day today for this March 19th, last day of winter, we have National Backyard Day. Yeah, I was out in my backyard with the solar panels. That was yesterday, though. Let's see, National 3D Day. Okay, if you're into that 3D, I'm not seeing any of them here. National SBDC Day. I wonder if there's. I have no idea. Does that have to do with the wacky weed there? National Certified Nurses Day. That's a good one. National Let's Laugh Day. I like that one. Let's go because they what national. Everybody should laugh. I laugh at those Democrats. What is it? Our senator, New York Senator Chuck Schumer, I guess he has reported. I saw some film clips. I don't watch the program because I detest it. I'll be full disclosure. I detest it. I think it's a waste. They don't have any relevant commentary, and that's that program with those four. I'm going to call them witches. It should be nice, but The View. Chuck Schumer was on The View. He's trying to play damage control, but then again, he's got a book out. He's promoting his book. So when you get a book, you go to all these talk shows and stuff. Well, yeah, he's going on the lefty talk shows, and The View is. I don't know why they don't cancel that show. It just tells me there's a core of people that are that don't have any common sense. They can't agree to disagree. That's what it comes to. That's what that show represents, because it's always on the negative side. They're always bashing. And from my understanding, two of the panelists there, Whoopi Goldberg and Joy, they used to love when president. They loved President Trump, not as president. So I don't know what changed there, because he's on the Republican side. That's the difference. But he's still doing things for all Americans, unlike the last president who just did it for a select few. So. So let's go with what do we do with the National Day? What are we going to do? How did I get on that tangent? I went sidetracked there. What are we going with? National Laughter Day. Yeah, you got to laugh. That's right. I was laughing at the Democrats. Okay, I'm back on track. I hope that. Let's see. National Laughing Day. Hashtag Let's Laugh Day. Is that what it is? Yeah, Let's Laugh Day. Each year, National Let's Laugh Day on March 19th reminds us to add a little humor. Humor is good for the soul to our day. It's never good to be serious all the time. You hear that? You frickin' calm down, Rich. Calm down. It's never good to be serious all the time, and let the laughter bubble up from time to time is good for all of us. And that's what I do with The View now. I just laugh at them. They're a joke. They're literally a joke. You had one of the panelists there. What's her name? Sunny. Oh, she is wretched. She was criticizing Senator Schumer. I'm thinking, I have disagreements with Senator Schumer, but you're going to chastise him on public TV? And Tina says that's what I said. Yeah, he's a U.S. senator, for Christ's sakes. They're trying to do the same thing they did to Biden. I have disagreements with Schumer. I even voted for him once because the other guy who was a Republican was a crook here in New York State. And let's see, I don't watch that crap. Yeah, the same here. But it's still you still get bits of it. The film clips, I don't know why it pops up on my YouTube and stuff like. Probably because I'm watching Fox. Fox is always talking about it. You know, they use it as content. So I guess that's when I do see it, when I watch Fox and stuff, because I do watch in the afternoon, the full disclosure, I do watch the Five. The Five has a good intake. I like Harold. He's a good Democrat. I like him. He's the one Democrat. He's a real Democrat. He's not like these freaking folks. And Chuck Schumer, for the most part, is he waffles a little bit, but he stood his ground. He's just like, I guess. Well, we're not going to go in there. Let's see. I'm laughing at him. Okay, let's move on. Hashtag let's laugh day. Stay on track, Rich. Let's see. We have all heard of the saying, laughter is the best medicine. Yes, it is. This is a day to take your medicine. Yeah, I should take that to heart. Some studies have shown that laughter may boost your immune system, relieve tension, and help you relax. Who does not need who does not need any of those things in our busy and hectic world? And it is a little hectic in this world, but by all indications, after yesterday, uh, there's going to be peace. Well, there might be a ceasefire. I say might because it hasn't happened yet. So, um, but President Trump had a phone call with Putin, and he's not a good guy. Anybody that says he's a good guy, you better get your head examined because you're an idiot. And I know there's some people out there that say he was part of the freaking KGB, folks. That right there should tell it all. Believe me. I was in the military for 20 years. His name came up quite often, folks. Okay, I could say that. I could say that now on some things. It's just so he's not a good guy. That's it. Let me laugh at those people that think he's a good guy. You're such a bozo as far as that goes. But anyway, get back on track. I'm starting to stay away from that sort. Get away, get away, get away. Um, let's see. So let's laugh and stuff. And Andy, hey, Andy B. Lincoln. Good morning. How you doing? Is that Lincoln? Is that first time chatter? Oh, Andy, you've been here before. Yeah, okay. How we doing, Andy? Good morning. Um, uh, hung over, but okay, okay. Get some coffee, get sober, get unhung over. I'm not going to say we're doing fine. We're just getting our day started here on the Wednesday morning coffee, and here on Rumble Studios, and we're having the morning coffee. So and today is National Laughter Day. So do some laughing. That'll get you through the morning right there. Laughing, hungover, but okay, okay. That's a good thing. That's a positive thing. Okay, and we're here to do the hashtag positive start to the day. Hashtag PSTTD. Just about to make tea. Okay, make that tea. Tea is good for you. Actually, tea. I don't know what's better, coffee or tea. Are they about the same? I like my coffee. So today is hashtag Let's Laugh Day. We did have because I mean, well, okay, the English. Now you said yeah. What did you say? Going through the motions, taking the dogs out, and had a Red Bull. Okay, that's it. Just pump that caffeine into your Red Bull. And you drink both tea with Red Bull. That's an interesting combination. You hung over from? Did you watch any of the soccer games last night? Who's your soccer team that you like? I'm going to be going over Manchester City. I follow Manchester City now. Tea and coffee. I mean, okay, gotcha. Is there a particular soccer team that you follow over there in England in the Premier League? Not really into football. Oh, okay, no problem. Okay, I'm starting to watch it because I play with an individual. Chelsea, I guess. Chelsea won the other day. They played and they're doing good. Brighton are my local teams. Okay, Brighton is okay. They're both in the Premier League. So I sound like a soccer player or a soccer fan, right? I know those teams. I'm following. I'm trying to do something different here, other than getting. I guess baseball's supposed to start today or tomorrow. We'll check on that on the sports, but let's see. You probably know more than me. No, I don't think so. Let's see. You could be if you're English and you don't know nothing about soccer. You don't know. I know the teams. I know the teams, and I look at the stats. And I've seen Manchester City play, and they're the top dog in the Premier League, but they're not doing too good this year. Okay, let's see. Yesterday we did do the audio podcast, and we talked about, the format in the audio podcast is a scaled down version of the morning coffee here on live stream. It's about 30, 45 minutes, and I go over the same things that we're going over this morning, but there's no chat. that adds extra time and stuff like that. But one of the things I do there, instead of talking about the news that I do after we do history, the history for today, I present and read a positive article or something we didn't know. And yesterday, I did know, I thought there was a problem with the monarch butterfly population, but according to that article I read yesterday, the number of monarch butterflies wintering in Mexico and California are way up, and forest acreage in Mexico is up also over the last year. Because this last August going into September, August, September, and October, those 3 months, I do what I call a monarch butterfly. When they fly past and they go west, they're migrating during that time period. And I count the number of monarchs, and I didn't see that many last August, September, and October. I think I saw maybe 1 or 2 every other day, where there's sometimes I've seen like three to five. I mean, there was one year when I was working, and I would count them when in the afternoon, and I'd see them out there going across the field and stuff like that. There would be anywhere from 10 to 15 this one year, and I said, "Wow, that's a lot." But they had some winter weather here. I think it was last year, it might have been the year before, and that just devastated the population. But they're on the bounce. They're right on the borderline of being declared a endangered species. The monarch butterfly that's my favorite butterfly, my favorite insect, other than the ant. I think the ant is pretty interesting as an insect. So we talked about that on the Fireman Rich audio podcast yesterday, and we'll be doing again another audio podcast Tuesdays and Thursdays, except every other Tuesday we do the audio podcast on Spotify for Creators. The Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning coffee here, we repurpose the audio right after the broadcast for those folks listening. So we appreciate it. I'm using Spotify for Creators. It used to be, well, it was way back, the old Anchor app. Now it's nothing like the Anchor app anymore. It's just an upload app there for Spotify for Creators, which is part of the Spotify family. So I want to say thank you for those listeners that are listening to this, the audio pods of the morning coffee and stuff. So let's see, what do we got now? We got history. Let's go ahead and get set up for. Let me catch up on the comments here. Andy says a lot of my friends support it. I can't pronounce that. That's the second. They're in second place, Arsenal, and they are always upset because they lose so much. Oh, they're the ones that almost make it but don't. Because Liverpool is it Liverpool that's number one right now? Let me see. Let me check. Let me take a peek here in the sports, because I got the stats up here real quick. Let's see. The standings right now, it's Liverpool. Liverpool is first. Arsenal is oh wow, they're like 12 points. No, they're 12 points behind Liverpool. Liverpool has it locked up. Be right back, Kettle. Okay, get your tea there, Andy. Yeah. We'll talk about that. We'll talk some more about the sports. We're going to go 100 years ago, as far as that goes, with Roger Luther. I thought I said Luther. Why is Roger Luther? Okay, let's get this set up for 100 years ago. Let's see. Let's turn off turn that off. Go to present. Oops, excuse me. Present. And we got the young lady there from Fox. Full disclosure, I have no affiliation or work for Fox News or any of the news agencies that we present their stuff from their web pages and stuff. And this is 100 years ago from March 17th. So there we go. We'll check this out here. Okay, here we go.
And tonight we continue our segment on sharing some of Broome County's past, the Southern Tier going marbles. Broome County historian Roger Luther has this story and more in tonight's installment of 100 Years Ago Today, brought to you by UHS.
100 years ago today, several hundred gallons of contraband liquids were confiscated in a raid at the Binghamton Moose Lodge at 140 Front Street Saturday night. 11 gambling machines were also confiscated in the raid. Willa Sharp Kilmer announced that a 10-year-old boy from Tunnel is the proud owner of a purebred Jersey calf from Sunbriar Court for his winning contest entry. A Shenango Street man was injured this morning when his wagon was struck by an Erie passenger train at the Emma Street crossing. The horses broke loose, wagon was smashed, and although the driver was tossed into the air, he was not seriously injured. And finally, the National Marbles Championship tournament that was announced last week is getting a big response. It's expected that 5,000 boys from Binghamton, Johnson City, and Endicott will enter the tournament. That was the news, March 17, 1925.
I gotta laugh at the first one. What did we have? We had what they call it? Several hundred gallons of contraband liquids, in a moose lodge. Well, it's alcohol, folks. And it was Saturday night, 11 gambling machines. So they were trying to raise some money for the mooses. That's funny. That's funny, Tina. Yes, lots of laughs. The 10-year-old boy, proud owner of a Jersey calf. A Jersey calf. Okay. Winning contest enter. And then the big thing is we talked about the Marble Championships. We found out that they're actually still doing those. They're down in Wildwood, New Jersey, I guess in June, July timeframe. And I didn't realize 5,000 boys from the Binghamton, Johnson City, and the Southern Tier. That's Binghamton, Johnson City, Endicott. That's a good chunk of the Southern Tier right there, folks. But 5,000 boys went down there for the championships. Wow, that's something, isn't it? That is something. Oh man, that is good. We love Roger Luther. He's a good guy. Good guy there as far as that goes. Let's see. In additional history, we have. Let's see. It was 92 years ago today. This is some Australian history. Sydney Harbour Bridge. You know that bridge that's where they blow off the fireworks. Get this started. What happened there? It's not going. Got to reset that. Okay, let that start. Okay, spanning Sydney Harbor for the Central Business District. It opened 92 years ago. Andy said, just found out I have to drive to Chelsea or Chester. Chester, is that what it today? Grown. Oh, okay. Not a good thing to do, huh? But the Sydney Harbor Bridge opened 92 years ago. That's where they fire off the hot fireworks there in Sydney. Let's see, put the chat on there. Okay, and let's see, what else do we got here for history? Yeah, they constructed it. It's 92 years old. That's pretty good. 1917, the Supreme Court upheld the 8-hour workday for railroads. So they worked more. And 1962, Bob Dylan debuted album was released. Bob Dylan. 1962, Bob Dylan. And then 1972, India and Bangladesh signed a friendship treaty. And Andy says we used to be better at bridge building. Oh, the English, you all were, yeah. You got the London Bridge, or the London Bridge there, which is in Arizona now. They bought it. It's the art ones. They come up and now always have problems. Oh, okay. And let's see. 1990, the first free elections in 50 years lifted Latvia's political opposition. And let's see, what do we got on AP side? Is that up? Yeah, that's up. Okay. Let's see. On this day, March 19, 2023, in a television address, President George W. Bush announced that coalition forces had begun the invasion of Iraq. Bush would declare victory just over 5 weeks later in his mission accomplished speech. And we're still over there doing shit. So, not in Iraq. Iraq has simmered down and stuff like that, but we got problems in other parts of that part of the world there still. But it's being taken care of. So there's a president's willing to pop off and whack some of these terrorists over there. Let's see. In 1931, Nevada Governor Fred B. Belzar signed a measure to make the state the first to legalize gambling. And then right after that, I guess that's when he had the Las Vegas Strip. Las Vegas was created. 1945, during World War II, more than 800 service members were killed when a Japanese dive bomber attacked the carrier USS Franklin near Japan. That was probably during the operations in Okinawa when they hopped into Okinawa there, the U.S. forces. And let's see, Andy is chatting away here. Let's see, the Millennium Bridge in London had to be closed because of people walking in unison, and it made it sway. Oh, yeah, that in step, yeah, because you're creating what is it? You're creating a beat or something like that, and it's going to react to that. And let's see, terrorists are like whack a mole. You hit one and yeah, but we got I think we're getting a handle on it to a certain extent. We're not disregarding it like we have the last 4 years here as far as the United States. Speaking of, what the hell was that? I thought I saw a bomb blow off. Let's see. And Andy saying hi to Tony. Tony saying hi to Andy. Let's see. 1953, the 25th Academy Award ceremony was the first to be televised. The Greatest Show on Earth would win the Oscars for Best Picture that year. And in 1960, Texas Western, now the University of Texas El Paso, became the first team to start 5 black players in the NCAA basketball tournament championship game. They defended top-ranked Kentucky in the final, 72-65. That's a bit of history, and that's significant. NCAA, hey, the brackets are out. I haven't picked mine yet. I don't know if I'm going to run a bracket, but I haven't really followed. It's here. It's coming. The NCAA. When does the NCAA start? Let's see. Let me see. Let's check that. When does the NCAA basketball tourney start? Let's see. Oh, it starts today. NCAA men's basketball starts today. You got Mount St. Mary's. They're ranked 16. They play against the American Eagles. Let's see the bracket here. And let's see. Oh, it started yesterday because you had we had Alabama State won by 2 points over St. Francis of Pennsylvania, and UNC beat San Diego's 95-68. And that's the first of 4. These are the final teams. There's 2 teams. What do we say? St. Mary's and America College. They're the one in Xavier and Texas. They're both 11. ranked 11. They're going for the final spots as far as that goes. So we're going to talk about this in sports. I'll keep that up. We'll talk about that. So NCAA starts, and let's see. Well, let's go back. Go back one for the NBA. The NBA scores there starting from Monday night. I don't think there's any teams that played Monday night. We'll see here. Let's see. Monday night. Oh, the Knicks. Monday night, the Knicks beat the Heat. And that was it. No other team played. And then last night, the Celtics won against the Brooklyn Nets. I forgot to watch that game last night. I was busy live streaming, of course. And let's see, tonight we're going to have the Knicks play the Spurs down there in San Antonio. And tomorrow night, the Knicks play the Hornets, and the Nets play the Pacers. When do the Sixers start? Or the Celtics? The Celtics don't play till this weekend, I guess. We'll talk some more about that Friday, but those are the scores there. Like I was telling Andy, what are your thoughts about Elon? Everyone seems to think he is no. Anybody that says that, Andy, it's easy. Oh, he's a Nazi. He's Hitler. They're a joke. Those people are a joke. That's all you got. That's an old thing. So I don't take it. That doesn't carry any weight for me at all. Okay, people that call Elon he's a great innovator. He is better than Steve Jobs. Look at what he's doing with Tesla. Even though all these people, oh, we got a Tesla, it's good for the environment now because Elon is helping out President Trump. He's a bad guy all of a sudden. That's disingenuous by those people saying that. Okay, that's my thought, and I'll tell it right like it is. I do not. Those people. They're the people we got to whack. They're the whack-a-moles. You whack one of them, two of them come up. Those are people to use a Hitler card. Give me a break, really. I would tell those people, you're really saying that in this day and age? Do you actually know what Hitler did? Elon he doesn't even scratch the surface of what Hitler did. So that's almost offensive to me. Okay, and he is an American, folks. Okay, he is a South African, but he is a legal American. Okay, legal immigrant to the United States, and so that's my thoughts there. The people that say that they can go pound salt as far as I care. Speaking of pounding salt, we got somebody trying to give us some cheap views here on Twitch. Well, you're going to get the 6-click treatment here, folks, or this person. So there's one. Let's see. Okay, we got that. And there's. Did I get rid of them? I think so. Yeah, we got rid of them. So that's my thoughts there, Andy. Okay, I don't have any. The people that say that, and it's the same thing when they were calling President Trump during the campaign and the election that he was a Nazi and Hitler. They just like those people. They don't have nothing. They're just trying to incite fear. The gig is up. That doesn't work anymore. People, based on what? Based on what is he that individual? He's 10 universes away to that person. Okay? That person they say he is the most vile person. You look in history, and I do study history. Okay? So, it gets my blood boiling when somebody says that. It's a joke. Those people that use that term, Andy, are a joke. That's my thoughts. Okay, let's see. Let's get back to sports. Manchester City. I follow Manchester City. Let's see. They're currently number 5. Chelsea is ahead of Manchester City. So just to let you know there, I don't know if you knew that, Andy, but Liverpool is number first in the Premier League. Arsenal is number 2. with 58 points. Nottingham Forest, who beat Manchester, they're number 3. Chelsea's number 4, and Manchester City. And they're all close. They're very, very close. Let's see. The next time Manchester plays, though, is not until the 30th, but it's for the they play Bournemouth Sunday, March 30th, but that's for the FA Cup, whatever that quarterfinals. Then after that, April 6th, they play Manchester United. So we'll see. I always check to see if those games are. Let's see. Sorry, no, you didn't upset me. No, don't take it that way, Andy. You're more than welcome to say that. And if I didn't want to answer the question, I did. You didn't get me upset. No, it does. It gets me riled up to just like, those people are a joke. National laughed at. I laugh at those folks. I like to slap them across the face and get some sense into them. No, sorry to upset you. Was just don't. No, that's okay. I'll answer it. I'll be honest with you. I'm not upset, Andy. Don't believe me. Let's see. So many Cybertrucks and Teslas are being sabotaged. I don't think it's There's a couple of Tesla dealerships that are getting damaged. Those are people that they're owners that of those dealerships are trying to make $1 and stuff like that. And I don't think there's that many. It's just a joke. It's the same thing when President Trump was sitting on the couch years back with Oprah. Oh, and Oprah says, "When are you running for president?" Well, he ran for president, but they don't like him because he's on the Republican side. And he's not really a Republican. He's registered a Republican, but he's being a president for all the people. Okay? And people just don't want, I don't know. These people that criticize him, I think they're worse than what they say about what they think about Trump. Cool. However, my Arsenal friends will be happy. Might give them a call. What they are. Whistle, they are still, they're still in second. And you might want to say, Andy, that there's this dumbass American that you watch. I'm saying that jokingly, okay? This bloke in the United States that knows that Arsenal is not going to win over Liverpool. That would really get their goat. You could tell them that they're 12 points behind Liverpool. It seems like Liverpool's a better player or a better team because they're 12 points ahead. That would really get them going, because I know the English people in the UK and Europe, they take their soccer real serious. So that would be funny. Andy, that's true. We're entitled to our opinions. We keep it within reason, and Tina's right and stuff like that. So, you could ask the question, and I could say I'm not going to answer that. I'll answer to a certain degree. I don't want to get on the soapbox, okay? Because today is what's that?
Yes, you do.
Mrs. says, yes, I do. I'm having fun. And okay, let's see. So we talked about the NBA. We talked about. Let's get back to the NCAA. The NCAA started yesterday, so you had several teams. We got some games. First round officially starts tomorrow. So I didn't make my bracket for these first 4. And that's for the what they call the first 4. They always have 4 teams that to make the final 2 spots. So for tomorrow, we have, we got Auburn playing. They're number 1. Auburn's number 1, and they're playing Alabama State. I think Auburn will win there. Let's see, Louisville and Creighton, don't know that those teams, don't know. I'm just looking at the highlighted teams that I'll probably watch. Oh, Arkansas and Kansas. Kansas, I'm always a Kansas fan. I think Kansas will go to the Final 4. I'm always rooting. St. John's number 2. St. John's is number 2 over Omaha. I'd like to see St. John's. They got a good team this year. I haven't been watching that much, but I know their name is in the news. Let's see. Andy says some people here live football. It's difficult growing up here and not liking it. Missed out on a lot of the pub talk. Yeah, it's the same thing here with the American football, Andy, and the baseball. My alma mater, Maryland, University of Maryland, the Terps. They play. They're number 4. They play. Oh, I got to root for Maryland tomorrow. That's tomorrow afternoon. There'll be a lot of games on tomorrow. Let's see. Going down the list for the first. Let's see. I'm not seeing anything going down towards the second half here. So those are my teams. I like Kansas. I like Maryland. I like St. John's. St. John's is out in New York City. And who else do we got? Is that it? I didn't see. Those are the teams that made it. Alabama. Alabama's ranked number 2. They're playing Robert Morris tomorrow at 12:40 p.m. Arizona's in it. Baylor's in it. Duke is number 1. Wow. Oh, okay. Duke is going to either play they play Mount St. Mary's or America. Duke. I see Duke. That's going to be my 4th pick. So it'll be interesting. We'll keep tabs on this. We'll come back Friday where they'll have the first round done. And this weekend they'll be going into the second round. So there we have it for the sports. And I need to go refresh my coffee. We got sidetracked on that. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take a break here, and let me get my coffee, and we will be back. Because I'm out of coffee. I got to go get a refill. So you guys just hang loose, and we'll be right back. Let's bring up the music, and I got to check in and see how the missus is doing. I hear her coughing a little bit more there. So we'll be right back. And we're back. Oh, I turned the loop off. I had to turn the actual. We're back here. Rich Roberts, that Fireman Rich. We're back for the second half of the Wednesday morning coffee for this March 19th, 2025. And Rich Roberts, you can follow me over there on Twitter or X if you choose. That's my mainstay for social media platforms. And we're here on Rumble Studios, and we're having a good time. And let's see. Oh, Tina left us. Okay, she left us. Thanks. Okay, Tina, have a good one. Is Hal on? Yeah, Hal's on. I see him on the Twitch there, right there. There's Hal, and there's Jim Figerty. Liam is up there and stuff like that. And Andy saying bye to Tina. But I'm back, and oh, he's right in front of me too. We got the second cup of coffee here for this Wednesday, halfway through the week, and you can see sun is rising. It's not cloudy, but it's hazy a little bit up in the sky there. And on this Wednesday, let's see, you got that? It looks good. Okay. You can see there's no wind. You can't see the I gotta trim that bush out here. It's we got rid of all the bushes down this line of the house, and nice and sunny there in the UK. Okay, that's good to hear. Yeah, we should have some sun once the sun pops up here. At when's the sunrise? At 7:11 or something like that, or 7:16. Let's see. Sunrise is at 7:17. So we still have 14 more minutes for the sun to rise. And I also just saw Bigfoot. Oh, you got Bigfoot over in the UK? That's something. Bigfoot. Oh, let's see. Let's get this cranking up again. I don't know what's going on with this. Let's see. Let's go check in on Hal. Hal's right here. Yep, he's on. There he is. I'll check him on the big board here. If he comes up. Let's see. This app on the Roku has been a little funky as far as that goes. Okay, we'll see if Hal comes up, and we'll come back to that. But let's see. We have our morning coffee. Our second cup is tasting good, and I already got my marching orders on what I'm going to be doing today. The missus is down for the count. Oh, we got an ad. We're trying to look at Hal's, and we're giving them an ad. The ads are on, so she's doing okay. It's one of those things that when you get sick, she feels okay, same as yesterday, but not getting any better. So hopefully she's cruising through this point and she'll get better. How was rehab? Let's see. Hal is my dad. Oh, hey, Captain Rehab. I was reading Andy's. It says, how's rehab? And I said, I haven't been to rehab. Captain Rehab is in here. Hey, how you doing, Captain Rehab? That was Captain Rehab. He also saw, and you also see the wind. Hey, Captain Rehab, wake up, Rich. Let me get him. There he is. There he is. Let's put him on the board. Rich, wake up. Yeah, I need to wake up. I'm catching up on the Captain Rehab coming in from the city of brotherly love of Philadelphia. And he says he sees the wind. I also saw Bigfoot. So that was Captain Rehab. I'm sorry, Andy. I thought that was yours. Let's see. Hal is my dad, Captain Rehab says. Okay. And how was rehab? Andy says. And Captain's laughs a laugh. Hello, Richie Rich and the missus. Did you hear that? Captain Rehab says hello. Okay. Mrs. isn't doing too good today, Captain Rehab. She's a little under the weather. So she's taking it sort of easy and stuff. I got to go out and get some, was it cranberry juice?
Cranberry juice and apple.
And some applesauce. and stuff. The water isn't doing it to keep her, as far as when you always have to drink liquids when you're sick and stuff like that to keep hydrated. The water's not doing it, stuff like that. So we'll have to go out there after we get done this morning and let's see. Oh, there's Hal right there. Okay, there's Hal. There's Captain Rehab's dad. Let's see what Hal has to say.
Looks like they're in the rearview mirror now. Although Johnny's going to talk about in a couple minutes that had as much as 228 inches worth of total snowfall.
Oh wow!
This winter. I'm looking around. Yesterday when we were up in Birch Run, I noticed just a couple of small.
So check out Hal Massa. He's a good guy.
That used to be huge.
Good guy. And let's see. Let's go see what Lamb's doing now. Lamb is Jim Figerty on the. And is he up? Yeah, he's up. There he is. He has cameras looking out into his backyard. Oh, wait for that one. Let's see. Let me bring up. Yeah, give these guys a shout out.
Really hard to try to get these cats homed. So people are going to be looking at.
There's Hal.
See, Linda's already given the thumbs up, Kim, to
the
fact because we did see them last Friday.
As far as that goes,
and including the one you have the one that's I think 11,
and we have Liam. And there's Liam, Jim Figerty, two good guys, and I follow them both. I recommend you follow them as far as that goes. And I'll put this back on the thing. So I know the people from on the. That are listening on the audio pod, you can't see this, but Jim Figerty is it's JIMFIGGERTY on Twitch, and then you have again you got Hal Massa, HALMAAS Media MEDIA as far as that goes. And, they're in a commercial on Hal's thing, so. But we are back, and let's see what's going on here. So park it back where I'm at. So those are two guys I like to promote. That I do enjoy their content, and especially Jim Figerty. He's like 82 years old, I think. So let's see. I was going to have a Scotch egg, put it on the side, and walk off. Next thing I know, the dog stole it from the work table. Oh my God! You got to be careful. Got to be careful. What the hell happened here? Oh, I'm already on there. Okay, there I am. Okay, we're already there. Okay, so we're back there. Okay, we're back. And let's see, we got ad break going on right now. So have a Scotch egg. What's it? You ever hear of Scotch egg? I guess that's an English thing.
No, it's a Scotch thing.
Yeah, but Andy's from the UK. I know, you're being... What are you having, a waffle? Oh, you're having the waffles. Oh, yeah, that's good. That's easy. Okay, let's see here. What do we got on Fox 40? Special weather statement Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. What's this about? Elevated risk of wildland spread today in parts of central New York. Okay, that's because of the dryness. So that's let's see, what else do we got here? let's see. This is yeah, we know, we know. Let's see. Supporting Heart Healthy 2025 Southern Tier Heart Walk returns. Let's go ahead and see what this one's about. Let's see. Okay, we got that there. And want to say, let's see. How many folks do we have on X Live? X Live is holding tight with 4 people on X Live. Thank you very much. X Live is a good place. So we got 3 to 4 people there. Appreciate that. And we do have, let's see, we have 3 people on Rumble Studios, 1 person on Locals, 2 people on X or on Twitch, and 1 person over there on YouTube. So let's see. So here's another article, a positive article about supporting a healthy heart for the American Heart Association. And let's see what this one's all about.
The American Heart Association will be hosting its annual Southern Tier Heart Walk to support the American Heart Association. Seeing thousands participate each year, the 3-mile walk celebrates heart health and honors survivors of heart disease. This year, the walk will take place at the Oakdale Commons with doors opening at 8 a.m. and ceremonies beginning at 9:30. The fundraising goal this year is $375,000 to support the work of the American Heart Association, including teaching CPR and providing CPR kits to schools.
I've been blessed and fortunate enough to have good health, and I don't have to worry about those kind of things. But there's so many people out there that they need this research, especially research and training that's happening. So I'm just glad to give back. That's all. Yeah.
You can sign up online at southerntierheartwalk.org. The Heart Walk is sponsored by several local businesses, including Fox 40.
So they're going to have a healthy heart walk. It's a good community. It looks like Wise Supermarkets also supports them. And as far as that goes, so there we have that one. That's a good story. It's always good to help out the community. Let's see, over $6 million awarded to City of Big. Oh, what's this about?
Governor Kathy Hochul announces.
Oh, that's Kathy Hochul. Oh, well, I started it, so
Governor Kathy Hochul announces.
Hang on. $6 million award for City of Binghamton revitalization project. Let's see what that one's about. And this is another one from Fox 40. Go ahead and start it. Oh, now you won't go.
Governor Kathy Hochul announces over $6 million being awarded to a revitalization project in the city of Binghamton. According to a release from Governor Hochul's office, $6.3 million has been awarded for the Gateway Revitalization Project. This project involves rehabilitation of 15 units in 7 existing buildings and new construction of 2 mixed-use housing buildings containing 23 residential units and 2 commercial spaces. The development receives the money from HCR and the NYSERDA's Clean Energy Initiative.
So there's money out there, and I guess the governor of New York, Kathy Hochul, who I don't really agree with, okay, just to be full disclosure, she is the governor of New York State, though. $6 million, they'll couple places. It's an old structure right there as far as that goes. Let's see here. Alrighty, let's see what else we have on Fox 40. Big Juice, hey, Big Juice is in the house. Good to see you here. Big Juice, Steve from Ohio. Hey, old Rich, old. I'm old, yeah, okay. How's the legs going today? The legs are going good. They are no problem. Oh, the other day I had a Charlie horse. Yeah, you get Charlie horses. It's part of growing old, I guess, as far as that goes. The legs doing good. I haven't done any walking this. I've been sloughing off here. The missus, she's a little under the weather, so I'm using her as an excuse. She's sitting over there smiling, shaking her head. You got Bug in your lap?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Our
Yeah.
morning routine.
Yeah. Okay, it's good to have you here, Big Juice. Hope all is well out there in Ohio way. Let's see what else we got. Anything we got? That's 3 articles from Fox. Again, no full disclosure. No. Oh, we got another one here. Broome County veterans and first responders are being honored in new spring concert. Ooh, what's this one about? Let's see. Got a 4th article. Oh yeah, hang on. Let me bring you up first here, girl. It's let's see. Some more activity. Okay, let's see. There we go. We'll get this one going. This is Broome County, which is the next county over. I live in Tioga, which is right next to Broome County. Broome County veterans and first responders are being honored. That's good. 2 groups of people that I do support. Here we go.
Meanwhile, veterans and first responders are being honored with a brand new concert. Broome County salutes our veterans, first responders, taking place at Otsnagle Park on May 30th. The spring concert will feature special performances from country singer Jason Michael Carroll, Vestal native Jared Campbell, and rock band Reckless Marcy. Veterans, active duty military, and first responders will receive free admission. Tickets for general public are $10, and they can be bought at the Broome County Arena box office.
It's going to open a lot of eyes with the first responders. It'll give the community a chance to meet them as just human beings that they are, with families, and get to say hi and get to say thank you, whether they are military, whether they're active military, regular military, or the first responders that'll be out. So it'll give people a chance to say hi to them, thank them for what they do, because again, every day, it doesn't matter how you're responding.
Meanwhile,
Okay, so that's a good thing. Oh, there was a big cough. No, you're all right. It's okay. You got a cough, you got a cough. So that's a good thing for the community, honoring the veterans up there in Otsnagle Park, where that gentleman right there, he's the director of the Speedy Fest, which that's where it takes place. That's a park up there in Binghamton, just outside Binghamton. Would that be in Binghamton?
Binghamton.
Oh, is it Binghamton? Okay, that's in Binghamton. So the community college would be part of Binghamton too, then, would it?
Yeah.
Or is that Kirkwood?
No, it's not Kirkwood.
Okay, so that's big.
It depends. I don't know. They also call it Town of Dickinson.
Okay, yeah.
Dickinson, but
Okay, it's all in Binghamton there as far as that goes.
it's
So,
actually Binghamton.
but it's always good to give honor to the veterans, and I always say I'm a veteran, okay, and I appreciate the praise and the thanks and stuff like that. But I guess when I go I went grocery shopping last Friday with the missus, and I came across a Vietnam vet that was served as a 19-year-old back in 1968. I always loved talking to him and saying thank you to the Vietnam vets. And then there was one gentleman that he was in the Cuban Missile Crisis back in the early 60s. He's a veteran. It just haven't been seeing too many World War II guys though, because but that was cool. I've got to go. Have a good day, guys. Catch you. Okay, Andy, you have a good one over there in UK. Thank you for being here. Greatly appreciate it, my friend. Ciao for now. Take care. Andy, coming in from the UK. We appreciate him being here and sort of make it. And Andy says cheers. Okay, Andy, cheers to you, my friend. Thanks again. Appreciate it. Don't be a stranger. Okay, there's Andy from UK. We enjoy. He's pretty active in the chat. I like that. I like that. He got my blood going here and stuff. Let's see here. We got anything more? I think that's let's see, Fox 40. We got that one. We got that one. 2000. Something about Earth Day. Earth Day's coming up. Yep. Okay, that's it there. Let's see. WEBO. Berkshire man arrested following domestic dispute. And Twin Tiers job fair there from WEBO. Let's see. What do they have? Do you feel tired?
Yeah. Lazy. Tired.
Oh, lazy, tired. Okay, you got nothing on
Okay, I wanna lay down.
Yeah, just lay down. Okay, let's go to WNBF. We have Cleanest lake in the country can be found in upstate New York. What lake is that, you may ask? Let's check it out here. Let's see. Let's see what it is. Let's see what it says. Right here, it's off of WNBF. I'm not, no affiliation with WNBF. I have no affiliation. I do. That's a channel I would listen to Rush or Paul Harvey. Paul Harvey was on there, and then Rush Limbaugh took over for Paul Harvey on the afternoon bit. But let's see. New York is home of more than 7,600 lakes, ponds, and reservoirs. One of those lakes has the honor of being named the country's cleanest lake. Where is this pristine paradise in upstate New York? Yeah, Rush Limbaugh. I listened to Rush back in the day. He was a good guy. Some people thought he was a blowhard, but I liked him. And then there was Paul Harvey. The rest of the story. The particular lake that is the cleanest, dubbed the cleanest in the country, there's a lake right there. Can anybody? Oh, it says it right there. It says Lake George, New York. That's what it is. It's Lake George. Lake George is the cleanest lake in the country. The lake was originally named the Antarctic by the Native American Indians. It wasn't until 1755 that they renamed it Lake George for King George II. Captain Rehab. No, I don't smoke cigars. I think in my lifetime, Captain Rehab, I probably had 2 cigars, and they were from when I was in the service. Somebody had a baby, so he gave me a cigar. So I took a little puff. I don't, yeah. And bourbon. Oh, I'm always in for bourbon. You know, it doesn't have to be a Rush Limbaugh. And but that's back in my service day. I think that was before. I think I got one after I got married, and I still have it somewhere. Let's see. Lake George is home to Lake George is home to over 170 islands, 148 of them state-owned and distinguished by the narrows in the lake-filled narrow section bordering the Tongue Mountain Range and Black Mountains. So, Big Juice, we already did 100 years ago. We did 100 years ago. You know what, Big Juice? We're gonna do it again for you. How about that? We'll do it again for you, my friend. Let's see. Let me bring it up. Oh my God, you still have a cigar you got from when you were married? Please send it to the Smithsonian Museum. I might have thrown it out. I just remember coming when we got back. You know how you collect items and stuff, and I looked in this one box. I was like, "What's this cigar?" It says it's a boy. Who? And I go to the missus. Who had a boy when we were overseas? So I got a. That's years back. I don't think I still have it. I think I threw it away. Let's do 100 years ago for Big Juice again. Just for you, Big
For our
Juice.
segment on sharing some of
Just
Broome
for you,
County's
Big
past,
Juice.
the Southern Tier going marbles. Broome County historian Roger Luther has this story and more in tonight's installment of 100 Years Ago Today, brought to you by UHS.
100 years ago today, several hundred gallons of contraband liquids were confiscated in a raid at the Binghamton Moose Lodge at 140 Front Street Saturday night. 11 gambling machines were also confiscated in the raid. Willa Sharp Kilmer announced that a 10-year-old boy from Tunnel is the proud owner of a purebred Jersey calf from Sunbriar Court for his winning contest entry. A Shenango Street man was injured this morning when his wagon was struck by an Erie passenger train at the Emma Street crossing. The horses broke loose, wagon was smashed, and although the driver was tossed into the air, he was not seriously injured. And finally, the National Marbles Championship tournament that was announced last week is getting a big response. It's expected that 5,000 boys from Binghamton, Johnson City, and Endicott will enter the tournament. That was the news, March 17, 1925.
Okay, so that was the 100 years ago from Monday, March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. And tonight's 100 years ago on Fox 40 will be playing on Friday, as far as that goes. And there's a ball game. Do the ball games start today? Oh, you got me looking now. Major League Baseball. Let's see. Major League Baseball. But that was a replay of 100 years ago, just for you, Big Juice. And I know Captain Rehab, he didn't see it, so let's see the scores. Is there a ball game on right now? I got spring training. What game is on today? I just got a list of spring trainings. It's on right now in Japan. Are you serious? I'm looking. Let's see. I'm looking for it. I thought that was tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow's okay. Japan. I know they got it's Los Angeles. Yeah, it's the Dodgers and Cubs. It said on March 15th, so that was Saturday they played the Tokyo series. The Japanese pre-show was crazy right before I left Japan. Hey, Mezumu, how you doing? Good to see you. Dodgers versus the Cubs. I've not seen a score for that, though. On Major League Baseball, there's no score. Let's see. Dodgers and Cubs opener. Oh, okay, it is live. Okay, yep, I'm seeing it. Okay, it's live. I see it on the thing there. But how come there's no score? I'm not seeing a score. Let's see. Let's see if we can get a live score, live updated score. Hey, there's Jack. Okay. Thank you, Captain Rehab. Yeah, Jack is here. You would figure that. What's the score of the game? You guys know what the score is? I'm not seeing anything. Let's see. What's the score? Let's see. Let's go back again. I know the score. You know the score, Mes? What's the score? Yes, Dodgers winning 5-2 in the fifth. Oh, okay. So that's an updated score. I thought that game started tomorrow, so it's today. Okay. Let me see here. Let's see. Major League Japan score. I'm not seeing a scoreboard. I'm surprised. What the hell? Okay, let's see. Let's check Fox. Okay, 4-1. It's not 5-2. I got 4-1. It's a final. Who said 5-2? Captain Rehab? You don't know what. You don't. I'm looking at Fox 4. I'm looking at Fox Sports right now. It's 4-1 on the final. Dodgers 1-1 and Cubs 1-1. That was yesterday's game. Then where's okay, yeah, you're right. That's yesterday's. Okay, look. Okay, you're right. It's 6-2 now. They scored a run. They're top of the fifth, 1 out. It's being aired on Fox Sports Channel 1. Okay, I got it. It just took me a little bit to get there. I'm just surprised that the National Major League Baseball, they don't have the score, but yeah, so 6-2. So Dodgers are winning. Okay, yeah, baseball's starting. So the official season starts tomorrow, I guess, as far as that goes, for Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball. So the boys of summer are coming back as far as that goes. And let's see, what are the games that kick off tomorrow? Let's see, March 21st. Today. Oh, okay. Now I found it. There it is. They got 5-2, but Fox has 6-2. So they haven't updated it. Top of the 5th. So they got one more day of spring training, and then Saturday spring training. Okay, okay. Regular season doesn't start. There's spring training up until let's see. Mesmum. I was trying to buy a Tokyo Giant hat, and it's all been overshadowed by, I can't pronounce that, Massimum. Who is that guy? Who is that guy? Who is that guy? Is that a sumo wrestler? No hat for my dad. Okay. Oh, that's the, isn't that the Dodger? The Dodger there? No, what's his name? Okay, yeah, that's a player that's on the Dodgers and stuff. Was it OHTANI? Yeah, he's a Dodger. I can't pronounce. He's a Japanese baseball player that's playing for the LA Dodgers. He's a pitcher, but God, can the guy hit? Yes, I know who you're talking about now. But what was that? You couldn't get. Better make Japan proud. Yeah, I think he will. They're winning right now. So, but what is it? What's your dad? You could have. Oh my, better make it. That was yesterday. Yeah, we got that. I tried to buy a Tokyo Giants hat, and it's been overshadowed. Okay, so you couldn't get a Giants. I went to when I was stationed in at Yokota Air Base. Mr. Takamazawa, he was one of the alarm room operators, the Fire Alarm Communication Center that worked for me. He was a Japanese national. He took me to a ball game. I don't know if it was the Giants, but it's it's fun. I mean, I was glad I went to one because it is definitely different than sitting in the stands at a baseball game in Japan. It's fun. It's a lot more fun, I think, than here in America and stuff like that. So I enjoyed it. So Shoho, yeah. Japanese baseball are always way more fun. That's for sure. I mean, half the time I was there, I was more intrigued with what was going on in the stands and stuff than the ball game. And they play some good ball. They do play some good baseball over there in Japan. I have to say, I can say I was privileged and honored to see a ball game while I was over there in Japan. I was there for 4 years, so I could at least see one game, right? Let's see here. Okay, that was 100 years ago. We did that for Steve, and let's see. Let's go. We talked about Lake George. Let's see. Anything else on WNBF as far as that goes? So we got another dollar store closing, and Workers Park. What's that? Johnson City Park to receive $1.4 million for a makeover. Okay, let's check Channel 12 news here. Anything on Channel 12? Broome County creates a water rescue team. What's this about? Let's check this out. Let me get this lined up here. Put that on Google. Let's see. Where's okay, there it is. Okay, we got Broome County creates a water rescue team. What's that all about? Let's see. it's emergency services. So let's see what this is about.
Recently, several Broome County fire departments came together to form a joint water rescue team with firefighters from Broome County Battalion 3. Campville Fire was the first downstream water rescue team from the county. Water rescue team lead Christopher Fuller explained how the departments came together to provide a quicker response for water rescues.
We're absolutely ready to come help you in your time of need in water rescue incidents.
With kayak season coming up, Fuller reminds community members to always tell someone where you are going and to always wear a life jacket. The Endicott Fire Department, Endwell Fire, and the Vestal Fire Department are the other departments involved in the mutual aid group.
Okay, so Campville, that's one of the fire departments here in Tioga County. They have a water rescue. I never got into the water rescue bit, and they're starting one. I think they had some fire departments in Broome County, but they try and do a consolidation as far as that goes. And let's see. Massimum 989. Did you hear about the astronauts landing in the U.S. after they weren't stranded? They just were up there. They weren't really stranded. I think they play that being stranded. I saw the landing yesterday. I was watching it on the Roku here on YouTube, and they all came down very safely. It's great. They've been up there for 9 months. I think the one female astronaut, Sunny, I think that's her last time up in space because she's older than I am, I think. We're pretty close. I'm not sure what her age is, but I don't think they were stranded. I think the press overplayed that. They just didn't, Boeing was the one that took them up. Boeing was supposed to be responsible, and they made accommodations. They did their bit up there. It was still awesome. I did see the dolphins. I did see that on the landing. There was dolphins swimming around. Even it was dolphin approved as far as their landing there, and they didn't even kiss. And that's something that Elon Musk, that our friend Andy was saying, what I thought about the people calling him Hitler. He's doing good things. So, it's just like, I don't want to get back on it. Sorry, I was hoping for a romance. Oh, okay, with the Dolphins. Yeah, that was a good picture. It was a picture. They landed in the Gulf of America, no longer known as the Gulf of Mexico. We call it the Gulf of America. But they land right there in Florida. I think they 30 minutes, I think, after they touched down on the water, they were out of the water. I remember back in the day when they used to land in the Atlantic and even the Pacific, it would be well over an hour before they even bring the capsule back. An hour, well, it'd be more than an hour or something like that. So that goes to show the success. Space travel is still dangerous. I'm one that I always, they're re-entering and they're going through the atmosphere at a high rate of speed. And it's surprising how those chutes hold up and stuff like that. So that tells you the quality of SpaceX getting the job done. Boeing, they got a lot of work. They got a lot of problems. I think they got too much. They're top heavy and stuff like that as far as that goes. Boeing used to be a giant. SpaceX, credit to Elon Musk assembling a team. He didn't do it himself. He assembled a team, and so he's a real leader in my eyes. It's just like what Steve Jobs. I'm not a Steve Jobs fan, but he assembled a team that created Apple and stuff. You got to look at the continuity of what those people do. These blowhards that call them names and say they're doing this and that, they're the people I'm cautious of as far as those go. They just can't see the truth of what these people are trying to do and stuff. And Elon, he's doing good things. That's my feeling. So, but the astronauts are down safe, and hopefully he can. Over there on the SpaceX side, they can score. I like seeing when do you watch Masmoom, the big rockets that go up to starships? We had the one that crashed and burned, the second one there on the flight test number 8. They caught the first stage in the mega arms, the Godzilla arms, they call it. I think that's pretty intriguing. Let's see. WBNG. Let's get back here. Do we have anything else on WBNG? How long have we been on for now? What have we been on for? Oh, an hour and 43 minutes. Okay. Let's see. Massimum. I landed in the Persian Gulf with just a parachute. It was awesome, but it wasn't an astronaut or anything, just protecting U.S. freedom. Oh, okay. So you're in the military. Are you stationed in Japan, Massimo? You're a paratrooper then. Okay. You're a paratrooper, I guess, huh? I never jumped out of an airplane. My sister, she's prior Army. She did. She didn't go air. She was a computer geek, but she did jump out of an airplane once, and she liked it. It was as soon as she jumps out the door, the parachute opens up and stuff like that. It was one of those deals. But I wasn't an astronaut. It must be a good feeling. I don't know if I could do that. I don't have the gumption, I guess. Protecting our U.S. freedom. So you were over there in the sandbox. I call that the sandbox, bro. I was in the air. Oh, that's right, Air Force. I've been in your stream, hanging out here like once. Okay, you got to remember, I'm 67. I'm going to be 67, so I forget there, Matsubu. You're talking about Japan. I'm thinking. I'm trying to remember. That's right. You're the Air Force. Are you still in the Air Force over in Japan, or you're living there as an American? No worries. My last Lord Father. Okay, there we go. I remember that. Oh, you're retired in the. Okay, you're retired. Okay, and refresh my memory. What did you do, Mazumu? I got to write you on the list here. Oh, that's right. EOD. Okay. Oh, okay. You did. Yeah. I know. Yeah, I know exactly. Okay, now I remember Mazumu. There's another guy that comes into the stream. He's stationed. Well, I think he's out of the service. He's not retired. So we have something in common, you and me. We both went 20 years, unless you went longer. I have a nephew who's going 30. He just made Chief Master Sergeant. He's out there at Luke Air Force Base. But EOD, that's for the folks that are watching this. Air Force EOD, they have they're very specialized. I working in the fire department. I had to cross paths or work with these guys a couple times on some drop bombs on the flight line in America. I could tell you some stories, but the EOD guys, they're a top-notch group in the Air Force. So thank you for your service there, Massimo. I know I said that before, as far as that goes. And you were EOD over in desert. Over in the sandbox. I never made it to the sandbox. I got out when was it Saddam Hussein when he went into Kuwait. We were getting ready for Desert Shield, Desert Storm, or Desert Shield. I was stationed in Italy at Aviano Air Base, and a lot of we had about a third of our fire department went TDY over to Egypt to support the preparations. And I never made it out. I never made it into the sand. So I wasn't a designated war veteran when I retired. I'm just a veteran. But my salute you, sir, for your service. EOD. I have high respect and regards for the EOD folks as far as that goes. And they're right up there with the combat controllers and pararescue on what they do. Actually, they do more dangerous stuff than those guys do in some cases. So... yeah, we had stories about smelly bombs, and the commanders didn't listen. Exactly, the commanders, they never listen. You have my highest respect. I respect your firefight. No, thank you. Yeah, we're on the same wavelength and stuff like that. The mission, it's all about the mission, getting that done and stuff like that. So that's always good to talk. I gotta make sure I remember your EOD. I got you written down, stuff on the list here. So, yeah, you come in about I think it was because when you came in, I'm thinking, oh, I know who this is, and it's been about 3 weeks since I've seen you and stuff like that. So, thank you for being in the stream here. So you're over in Japan, okay? What part of Japan, if you don't mind me asking? Get a little sidetracked because I was at Yokota Air Base, and I just stayed there. That was my last duty assignment at Yokota, so I know what Japan is like. Us Americans were fish out of water. Um, oh, I'm in Nevada, so my hours are messed up. Oh, you're in Nevada. So, oh, you're in Las Vegas then, right? Okay. God, I'm thinking of somebody else, man. I got too many people in here. I gotta put a list right up here of all the regulars and stuff like that. And that's right. Yeah, oh yeah, you're the time change. So you're back in. Okay, yeah, that time change will really mess you up. Massima 989. I gotta remember that. I think I wrote you down once before. Where the hell is that list? Okay, I'll have to look. I gotta update my list. Thank you. I'll get it straightened out. If I screw up again, just remind me. Okay, I'm human. I'm only human. Yeah, I'm at Nellis Base. I'm a Nellis Base boy. I spent a lot of time in Japan. Oh, okay, you did spend a lot of time in Japan. So were you stationed? What's the base? You got Yokota. You got Okinawa. I went to Okinawa. I went down there for 2 weeks for Red Flag for the civil engineering, because fire department's part of Red Flag. We went down there for 2 weeks. I was actually the field fire chief, I guess. We played war out in the jungle, as far as that goes, down in Okinawa and stuff. We didn't stay on the base. They put us right out in the field, and we were playing simulated war down there in Okinawa, and it was hot. Thank God the fire department, we were allowed to come on the site to do an egress training, and I was able to go to the BX before going back, and I bought myself this big box of Honey Nut Cheerios that got me through the rest of the week. I have a lot of stories about Japan, good times, many friends. Yeah, it's always good times and stuff like that. So that's what you want to remember. You don't remember. I try not to remember the bad times. The times where you lose your friends, but they're in my heart and I remember them and stuff like that. It was good. It was a good career. I was blessed, and I'm glad to see that you were too. Had some Ospreys training recently in Nevada. Funny, yeah, they are funny, aren't they? I've seen a few of them. As far as flying around. Those engines are huge, aren't they? When you look at a picture, it's like that. But when you're up at close and personal to one of those things, those freaking engines, they're bigger than what's on a C-130, for God's sake. And I think I haven't seen one, but the C-130J is supposed to be bigger engines. Very difficult. Glad I have to be on board. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Let's see. What do we got? I don't think we have anything else. I don't want to talk about. Did you hear there was a French official from the European Union? He wants us to give up back the Statue of Liberty. That's how unreal some of these people are. As far as that goes, that's a big joke. Let's see. We got anybody? Sorry, I just heard about that. Oh, you just heard about that? Yeah, it broke yesterday. I heard about it yesterday. I just have to laugh at it. That's how people that are using the Nazi and Hitler, and then this bozo over in the UE and Europe. What did the press secretary for the President Trump there, they asked her to comment, and she says, well, you know what? If it wasn't for us Americans, we're going to keep the Statue of Liberty. You and France would still be speaking German. That was a good comeback with her. She's a sharp cookie. Let's see. Anything on Channel 34? We're just going over the news now. Also, some people shot up some Tesla. Yeah, I seen that. Those are crazies. It's stupid. It's not going to move the ball forward. You're just showing how stupid people show how stupid they are, and that's what I put those people in that category. They're idiots. It doesn't do anything. Oh, you liked him when he was a Democrat, but now because he's a Republican, yeah, it is sad, but it is what it is. Mesamune. It is what it is, and I don't. I just laugh at it. You remember, our national day today is National Let's Laugh. What the hell is it? you got to laugh about it. So for today, so I don't get too let's laugh day. So let's laugh about that. Those people that are burning their Teslas. Yeah, you spend freaking $80,000 for a car and you burn it. Well, there's some criminals that are out there doing it, which is not a good thing. Let's see. There's nothing on. Let's see. Nothing on channel 34. I'm just going down my list here. Let's see. WENY. Let's see. Elmira College hosts public health emergency drill. Let's see. My aunt is a high-ranking official for Tesla, and she is hurt by the events. The media is the well, yeah. The media shows that those people that are doing that, they're the enemy and stuff. So yeah, because she's proud of where she works and stuff like that, and people they're trying to make Tesla is not a joke. Tesla is a serious company. They make a good product. So I got this thing on Elmira College. Let's see, is that a? Oh no, that's not a video. It doesn't have a video. Everything is missing. Well, that's why you have to go to more than one source for news and stuff like that. So yeah, the Tesla, it's not. I don't think it's getting that much track. It's one of those things they're trying to highlight it because it's Elon. It's tell your aunt not to worry. Just tell her to be proud of what she's doing. She's working for a great company, I think. And I would love to have worked for Tesla or SpaceX for that fact. I think that would be two great companies to work for. And the media is going to be the media. You know that, Mesmu. And yeah, everything, for the most part, everything is misinformation from the, I even said it, journalism's dead because of the mainstream media. Let's see, there's nothing on, Trump and Putin agree to an immediate ceasefire. So that's good. Trump is getting Putin in line. And that's the other thing, this misinformation. Trump is a Russian spy or something like that. It's like, no, he's not. Trump is his own person, believe me. And Elon is not the president. He works at the pleasure of the president, as far as that goes with Doge. But it's good that they're talking. You have to talk. We got to stop that war. The ceasefire is pretty cool, but also they are still kind of fight. Yeah, that's always the case at the tail. There was a story about World War II, or no, World War I, Mesmu. I'm a study of history, and the last day of World War I, they knew there was peace. They knew peace was coming. Okay, the last day of World War I. Let me see something. I saw videos of Ukrainians throwing beehives and Russians recently. Yeah, that's funny. But back in World War I, the last day, there was more than 10,000 people that died that day. They knew that peace was coming. All they had to do was sit tight for one day, but they didn't. Let's see, since they didn't have bombs. Oh, I don't know about that. I know they're running low, but I don't think they're running out of bombs. They're doing their number with the drones. Those drones over in the Ukraine, they're pretty interesting. The biggest thing about that war, Mesmu, is the Russians bringing the North Koreans in. The North Koreans had their asses handed to them by the Ukrainians, from what I heard. Because you don't hear anything about the North Koreans anymore because they're a bunch of idiots. The Russian people don't want to fight in that war. It's just like, I don't know, but it's all Putin. It's Putin's war. So the North Koreans barely made an impact. Yeah, they didn't make any impact. They were a joke, just like they're trying to booster it up and stuff like that. So let's see. We have nothing there. Yeah, Russian and Ukraine's. Yeah, they both want peace, I think, at this point. It's not sustainable. War is bad, and there's no reason. You can have disagreements and stuff, but they need to stop. They need to stop as far as that goes. And I'm just checking the rest. Oh, this is something I want to talk about. This is something I can talk about right here. We're going to end with this, I think, because what do we have for time? let's see how long we've been on now. I think we've got it. Okay, we're coming up on 2 hours. We're going to end with this story here. This is from the Penny Saver. At this point, Mazimu says Russia is a joke. They called it a 1 month war, and it's been 4. Yeah, it has. It's very true, my friend. Very true. They're just trying to paint that picture as far as it goes. Okay, let me talk about this last article here. This is from the Penny Saver. It's an actual, this is the online publication of it. And you can go and see that at OwegoPennySaver.com. And the Strawberry Festival, that's a festival here. It's a big festival here in Owego, New York. With spring underway and summer just around the corner, the organization of the 43rd Annual Owego Strawberry Festival are keeping an eye on those strawberries. Because we grow strawberries here in New York State, and lining things up for the 3-day event that returns June 19th and to June 21st here in Owego. And I went to the Strawberry Festival the last two. Let's see. I hit the wrong one here. Let me see. Where is that? Here we go. We want that. Okay. I've been to the last 2 Strawberry Festivals. So it's a big festival. They closed down the village here in Owego. And it's a good time. You get your strawberry shortcake. You can get your Speedies. You get your Bratwursts or whatever you want, stuff like that. They have it all. For the June 19 event, the Strawberry Festival has a 5K walk and run will take place in the Hickories Park. The event offers a time 5K along with live music. They have like 5 bandstands. A rock and run will take place at 5 to 9. The 20th, you got block parties. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on, and they have a lot of vendors. And me and the missus, we went the last 2 years. We plan on going this year. Mazimu says, "Wow, very cool. I spent a week in Japan last week, and the cherry blossoms were just starting. And I have to say, Japan has the best apple. Yeah, cherry blossoms. I remember cherry blossom. That's always a festive time over there in Japan, and they're pretty. I remember the fire department. We got together and we went down, and there was a whole bunch of other people along the river. It was in Fusa City at Yokota Air Base, and the cherry blossoms were beautiful. They're beautiful in Japan this time of year. So we're going to have the Strawberry Festival in June, and maybe I might live stream from there. I don't usually like to do the live stream out and about. And as far as that goes, but let's see, we can stop sharing that. We'll start that. So I'm looking forward to that. So and it had that type of festival move because downtown Owego gets closed off. You have all these vendors. There's thousands of people, and it's pretty cool. Let's see. I'll be here for that stream, sir. Okay. I may have to. Just I did take some pictures last year that I posted up on the social media feeds, and as far as that goes. But we are at the end of another broadcast here, folks. I think I went through everything. Let's see. Penny Saver, nothing on KISS, nothing on WKGB, and that's about it. Other than the massive level of fire warnings here in New York State for brush fires. So let's get rid of all this and stuff. Because I'm going to have to take a shower and go out and get some cranberry juice for the missus. So there we go. Okay, we're there. And let's see. Have a wonderful day, Lord Rich. Take care of you. We miss you. Okay, we miss you. Oh. Well, don't be a stranger, Mazimu. Let's see. Mazimmune. 989. Nice chatting with you in the chat here. I'm always here. Okay. If you're just watching, that's okay. But it's good that you come up on the chat here. All right, folks. This is Rich Roberts. Let's see. We want to thank those people that were here for the broadcast. We hit the 2-hour mark, so we're going to go ahead and exit stage left here. I want to say thank you to Tina, our Jersey girl, Tim Fan 40 Tina's from Central Jersey. She's our Jersey girl. Tim Fan 40, he's out there in Michigan. He came in on the YouTube side. Tony D, my brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster. Salute to you. Stay safe, my friend, down there in Warner Robins. And let's see, we have who else did we have here? We had Tina. We had Andy from the UK. Thank you, Andy, for being here. Glad to have you in the chat here, coming in on the Twitch side. And then we had who don't like Musk must be one who was stealing the money. Oh, I forgot Tim Fan 40 talked about Musk. Let's see. Captain Rehab was here. Thank you, Captain Rehab. Coming in from the city of brotherly love down there in Philadelphia. Glad to have you here, my friend. Always being a jokester. We enjoy it. Big Juice, Steve from Ohio. He was here in the chat as well with Captain Rehab. And bringing up the end of the chat, we had a very good chat exchange there from Mazimu, ex-Air Force, EOD, 20-year retiree, 989. Thank you for being here, sir. Greatly appreciate. And let's see, I can never catch Tina online when I catch your. Yeah, she only stays for about the first hour, and then she's over on Hal Massa Media on Twitch. He's on Twitch, and he's still up, I think. Is he? Is he still on? Yeah, he's still on. He's still on there as far as that goes. So let me show you. Let me show you Hal's before we leave here, because you've been pretty active. This is where Tina's at right now. Let me see. Let me show you. I'll show you. This is where you can go to after my broadcast here, Mazimu. Let me bring this up for you. I don't think that I had this up earlier. You might have just came in afterwards. So let me bring this up here real quick. This is where you're going to go, right here. This is where you're going to go, right here. Oh, that's me. This is where you're going to go, right here. Oh, that's me. This is where you're going to go, right here. Oh, that's me. This is where you're going to go, right here. Okay, this is where she's at. She's right here. Oh, there's a commercial going on, but that's where it's Hal Massa. Let's see how long is that commercial.
Baddies.
So that's what Tina's at, right there.
Red Baron deep dish singles.
Don't drop my camera. See, that's where she's over at that channel right now. I can never catch Tina. So that's where she's at right there, Mazimu. She's over on Hal Moss's channel. She's only here for like the first hour, and then she goes over there. There's Hal right there.
Right in front of the front door of the Hal Hole Saloon tomorrow morning, because he's always first in line. He can't wait. He wants nobody to steal.
Okay, we'll do, sir. So that's where you can go.
Here we go. Tomorrow morning, have yourself a great day today. Make it pleasant, peaceful, productive. Join us with the friends of yours, the Hal Raisers, here in the Hal Hole.
So there we have it as far as that goes. Turn my camera back on. There we go. So check her out over there. Hal's a pretty good guy to follow. So he's pretty good. I don't know. Don't forget about U.S. Nellis Air Force Base. We love you, Rich. Okay, my hat's off to the Nellis guys. I've never been there. I'd like to go there someday. I just saw that comment there. Thank you again, Mazimu 989, a brother Air Force guy out there in Nellis right now, 20-year retiree. Glad to have you. EOD. I have high regards for the EOD folks, my friends. EOD does it. They get it done. They do get it done as far as that goes. So who would want to walk around a bomb? I wouldn't want to work around. It's like, okay, but thank you. And I'm Rich Roberts, at Fireman Rich, wishing you all well. We'll be back Friday. Tomorrow will be the audio podcast. And with that, you can follow me over on X, at Fireman Rich. That's my mainstay for social media postings and all the other platforms. You just Google at Fireman Rich and you'll see where they're at. I don't really publicize. I like publicizing X. Hey, who owns X? Oh, that Elon Musk guy. Thank you, Elon Musk, for X, formerly known as Twitter. All right, folks, you all have a great one. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. Ciao for now as we exit stage left. Take care. Have a good day.